Name and description of apple.
Last night, I dreamt I was wet to the skin. The rain fell an inch at a time, big drops, fluted ebony columns flanked by pink rhododendrons, steel drums. Bombs went off every few seconds. You were there. They carried people off on stretchers.
I dreamt about heaven. Dante was 3, Beatrice was 5. He said, "I will continue to supply the earth with intelligence and terror." I took out my sketchbook. There was an ant on the page. I was just about to brush him off when I noticed this big wind.
You're not in the picture. We went places.
What daring goddess questions my regionalism, my resentful but delicate feel for globe and orbit? This man knows where he stands. Why then go back to sleep, princess? Wake up when the sun is shining.
Go read your books, Daddy. Be useful.
I believe in space and time. I'm here.
What a thinker! He can bore a hole through the obvious with just his head.
Fail to withstand me.
Jump in the lake.
Your face is so logical. 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth. Gross.
I can't get worked up about chance. This is random.
Let's go for a walk. Since you were born, you've never been simple. There was no way to prevent your mother's birth pangs. Your father was probably a tautology.
You can't conclude anything from what happens. The experiment can't be repeated. Our original senses are fairly dainty for the loud weather they invent.
I have more clothes inside the house than you'll ever see me wear. I'm well dressed.
I'll just pull myself out of a hat. An astronaut with a whip, aside a chariot the size of a football field. My mind remains undisturbed, though I shout to Babylon, my lords, to Babylon.
Mount!
The earth is mine, a mass.
All those leaves can do is fall.
Must all earthly plays end in farewell?
People have to eat sometime.
I want to be a non sequitur, but...
The sun now gores the western sky, and the wind begins to stir the embers of this numbered day.
Keep talking, I love it. You can say anything when you set your mind to it. Address the scenery.
I can't even see it.
The darker it gets, the more we're here.
Don't hold your breath.
So then, after the teacher died, nobody knew anything. Scholars wrote their initials in the margins of texts they couldn't quite read. They mistook economic innuendo for sex, lurid and demanding. Pan was dead, but they found God everywhere, in blank background nouns, bushes, and shrubs. Pastoral flourished, and real estate skyrocketed. The man and the woman were said to have been buried in a tomb the size of the Alps. Nobody could find this tomb. There were rumors of great wealth, childish images of ostentation, casks of rubies, an unbreakable movie projector, a talking horse. The next centuries concentrated on war, astronomy, and epics of salvation. These involved a lone male, masked, gaining immortality against a backdrop of grotesque moral decay. No one could do what they had to do. There was a lot of travel. A man behind the wheel was filled with rage. He leaned on the horn. The alley was blocked.
I'm on the road to coincidence. Chance is my Constantinople. I've tripled the number of selves, thereby doubling my chances to learn to like love. My pleasures, though vitally habitual, are always enjoyable. It's a good feeling.
Who are you?
I'm Freud.
The opera?
Brainwork, my dear. Applied science. I answer for my sins.
I'm not sure your qualifications are exactly what we had in mind.
Nonsense, my child. Nothing is resistible. There is no exit from the head. Sight goes in, the mouth is a trap door. Once I'm here, I'm here. Tonight, while you sleep, you'll be seen holding a flowering bow.
We have people to do this sort of screening. Do you really expect me to project my feelings on a passing cloud?
Either marry me or be ruled by me.
No!
I don't want to simply talk. I want to say what's going to happen. You just can't trust your listeners. I miss the old watering holes. Quiet. Oh, whatever's visible can be represented when defeated in battle and then honored. She must understand my efforts, dream my dream inside her dream, while day paints her shape on the white backdrop of pure probability. Her silence was a great refusal to deny this. Yes, interesting. I'm yours. As she begins to decode the message and to counterbalance her earlier anxiety. To say the yes, you first have to have said the no. Miss, she thinks she's at the opera. I can interpret this independently. The orchestra is arrayed around the base of the tower. Oh, lovely typo, then the soul sees itself splitting the difference and emitting love surrounded by an iron railing.
I'm lost.
Pronounce a longer sentence, something with me in it.
I'm lost. I'm looking for the Alps.
Travel is a smokescreen.
I'm tired of all that stuff back there.
You're uneducable. Follow my thought. The speed of this bitch, the present presents difficulties disguised as the obvious is without precedent. But there has to have been a past solid enough to allow the hand sufficient weight to crash into the forehead, doubt's playground, the devil's highway, and all that. Thought flees from thought, stirring up more thought. I told you, there's no escape. Why not settle in or to make me at home? Aren't I speaking your mind?
You know, people prune gardens. I'm asking for simple directions, not a Klein bottle.
Start back at the beginning and it will all be clear.
I'm leaving.
That trick will have less charm once I've explained it to you.
Not back there.
I thought you didn't know which way it was.
Not they are, not it.
I don't understand.
The Alps, plural.
It's the Alps?
The Alps, don't you listen?
But the Alps is so general. Where do you want to go?
Listen, I'm not going to go through all that back there again.
What's back there?
Nothing.
So you want to take a little trip to the Alps? Vacationing, maybe some skiing, wildflowers? What season do you think it is there? Coffee on the chalet terrace at dusk.
Goodbye.
No, what's that?
The tomb.
Child, you'll never find it. You haven't seen enough tombs. It's this way.